Would you like to understand the only 3 ways that you can make your retirement work? Look, many people go into retirement out of necessity rather than choice. And that's because right around retirement age, your health will start to change. And so many people are actually forced to retire rather than going into retirement on their own terms. Now, as a result of that, your retirement plan might change and you might be forced to make your retirement plan work. So how do you make your retirement plan work in a situation where you don't have much choice? Well, there are really only 3 options. If you feel like you haven't saved enough, or you won't be able to maintain your lifestyle in retirement, or you're concerned about how long your money will last, then this video will help you out, because in this video you're going to learn the 3 factors that can influence your longevity or how long your money might last in retirement. Hi, I'm Nathan Garcia, and I'm a certified financial planner and retirement planning specialist. And I do videos like these to help you as an investor get better financial advice so that you can have more certainty and better direction in retirement. But of course, everything that I'm sharing with you here is just for educational purposes only, and please do not interpret it as financial advice for you, because there's no way I could give you financial advice without knowing your personal situation. So how can you influence how long your money lasts in retirement? Well, there are only 3 levers that you can really pull. The first one is to spend less in retirement. That's right, many people will be forced to spend less in their retirement than what they were spending while they were making money. Now, some of this might come as a result of you not having expenses like driving to work every day, so you're not going to stop by Starbucks every day. Maybe you're not filling up your gas tank 2 or 3 times a week. You don't have your dry cleaning bills, eating out, all that stuff, those expenses that come along with it. But spending less is actually going to help you with making your money last longer. And what I've seen is that for many people, those first couple years in retirement, their expenses go up. And that's simply because they are finally doing the things that they've been wanting to do, and they are taking the trips, going to see the kids, doing the renovations on the house, things like that. So oftentimes what we see is that your expenses will go up the first few years of retirement, but then they'll actually taper off as you get a little bit further into retirement. And then it tends to be that as you get older, your healthcare costs go up, and that increases your overall cost. So the number one way that you could make your money last longer in retirement is just to spend less. But that's not the choice that many people want to lead with. And so let's take a look at the other 2 options. Now, the second way that you can extend how long your money lasts in retirement is to save more, meaning that you want to have a bigger nest egg of assets available to you so that when you do retire, you have more money to draw from. Now, this is great in an ideal world, but many people don't start getting serious about their retirement until the age of 50, or basically when the kids start to get a little bit older. Maybe they're out of the house in college, or maybe they're just out of your house completely. They've already graduated college. But it tends to be that only after those major expenses like raising kids and paying for their education, once those expenses have passed, that's when you can actually start to put that excess money into saving. So if you're going to save more, what you could do is you could look at, am I maximizing my 401k contribution? In 2019, you can put away up to $19,000 as an individual. And if you're over the age of 50, then you can have a catch-up contribution of an additional $6,000, meaning that you could put away $25,000 as an individual. If you are if you're married, then you're going to be able to put in $25,000 for each couple. For each person. So a total of $56,000. So a total of $50,000 for your household. Now that can be pretty significant if you just are an employee. But you may have an option of putting in additional contributions into your 401k plan if your employer isn't using the full $56,000 available contribution. You can also contribute to a non-deductible IRA, meaning that you don't get the tax benefit for putting the money in, but you still get the deferral. And you could put money into a Roth I put money into a Roth account. So if either of those options and you can put money into a Roth account. Now, both of those options may allow you to save some more money for retirement. Finally, you could also spend some money in your HSA, in your health save. Finally, you can also save money with a health savings account. Now, this is different from your flexible spending account, your FSA. Your health savings account allows you to put money in specifically for your medical expenses, and if you don't use it, that money actually continues to grow each year. This is a great nest egg for you to pay your Medicare premiums with, or to pay for long-term care expenses or just any medical costs that you might have in retirement. And the reason being is that that money is going to grow tax deferred, and if it's spent on medical expenses in retirement, then you get to take that money out without paying any taxes. So it's effectively like you're spending more than the amount that you actually have saved because you don't have to account for taxes. So those might be methods of saving more for retirement, is using your 401k contribution, speaking with your employer to see if you can add more than just the individual component, looking at a non-deductible IRA, or looking at a Roth account, finally your health savings account. Now, the final way that you can improve how long your money lasts in retirement is to retire later. Now, I know that is the least likely option that people want, but it's a consideration that many people will be forced with because of the circumstances of, effectively, you've seen healthcare costs go up dramatically year over year. You've also seen college expenses go up dramatically year over year, and people are living longer. So thanks to those three factors, people are forced to work a little bit longer, and as a result of that, that might be something you consider. Now, just because I said work a little bit longer doesn't mean that you have to continue in that job that you're doing for the whole period of time. Instead, what you may be able to do is to work on a part-time basis. And I actually think this is one of the better strategies when you're retiring, because it gives you the flexibility to walk into retirement rather than run headfirst and jump into retirement. I have met with a lot of people who have retired young, somewhere around the age of 59, 60, 61 years old, and within 2 to 3 years, they're bored. They're completely bored because folks who were able to save that much money, they're goers, they're go-getters. And as a result of that, not having anything to do really is a conflict for them. You know, they found that they can only play so much golf. They can only spend so much time with the grandkids. They can only do so much before they just get bored. And so as a result of that, by transitioning into retirement, by, let's say, starting off where you're just taking Mondays and Fridays off and you work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that might be a better approach, and where you go part-time and ease into retirement rather than just go completely cold turkey, if you will, into retirement. So if you're going to work longer, consider going part-time. The other consideration that I would have is for you to own your own business and be a consultant. The reason that you may consider this option is because can be a lot of tax benefits that come with owning your own entity. And if you can leverage those tax benefits, that might help you out with lowering your tax rate, just depending on your personal situation. So, as a quick recap, how can you extend the longevity of your money, how long your money lasts in retirement? Well, there are really only 3 ways you can do it. You can spend less, you can save more, or you can retire later. And so when you look at your financial plan and the recommendations from your financial advisor, consider which of those strategies are they recommending. If they're just recommending that you need to get into a different portfolio that allows you to earn a better yield and make more money, then that may not address the core issues of spending less, saving more, or retiring later. So let me know if you found this video helpful, and if you did, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, or just give me a little social validation with a thumbs up. And if you love this video and you want to stay informed of new videos like this coming out, then go ahead and subscribe and you'll be notified when new videos drop. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video.